Hello, everybody. Good evening from Nikšić in Montenegro. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 qualifiers, and it is the group game between Montenegro and Ukraine. Well, Montenegro in the lower echelons of Group I, and Ukraine also in the lower half of the table, but one game better off after their big win over Spain. Here is the lineup in Group I today. Spain right now going up against Latvia, and Slovenia have just tipped off against Turkey. And right now, it's all about this team here, Ukraine and the hosts, Montenegro. How are they going to respond after their latest games? Ukraine got a huge game from FIBA at home against Spain and handed the #2 team in the FIBA World Ranking presented by Nike their first defeat in the qualifiers. So now, can they build on that and get another win, albeit on the road against a Montenegro team that you simply can never look past, because this is a basketball country. This is a country, a national team where the fans are proud, the players are proud, and they've got a great coach in Zvezdan Mitrovic. So, you know, they finished the first round strong with 2 wins. And they didn't get the result they wanted the other day, but they got a great game out of Bojan Dobjevic, the Valencia basket star. And who knows, maybe riding this home crowd's back, shall we say, maybe that will help them get a result tonight against Ukraine that'll breathe some more life into their qualifying campaign. We are going to talk more about all the issues, about the teams that have already qualified for the World Cup after the playing of the national anthems. Well, hearing the national anthems always sets the pulse racing The heart beats that little bit faster. If it's that way for me and I'm a neutral, just imagine what it must be like for the players and the coaches of these two great basketball countries. Machilidis, Chichi, and Anastopoulos are the referees tonight from Lithuania, Albania, and Greece. So very good refereeing crew tonight. And there's Bojan Dubjevic, who was talking to the refs, and clearly he will, I mean, he is a very intelligent basketball player, inspirational, has done a lot of things in his career already with Valencia Basket and also with Montenegro's national team coming up. Can he carry his team on his back tonight? Well, we shall see. Ukraine are loaded right now, folks. Number 10, Svi Mihailik. They have a lot of players coming back. Also, Alex Lynn here in this team. And it's a team that, quite frankly, you know, the way they played against Spain the other night, they can do things. They've got Denis Lukashov in the starting lineup with Svi Mihailik, Igor Zaitsev, one of their veterans, along with Slava Kravtsov, and Volodymyr Koniev also gets in that starting five. And for Montenegro, well, we talked about Dubjevic, Petar Popovic, number 30. Keep an eye on him. Alexa Popovic, Blagoda Sekulic, Swad Sejovic. Any given day, somebody else can stand up, and we shall see. Swad Sejovic, Radovic, Dubjevic, Ivanovic, and Popovic are in the starting five. Nikola Ivanovic, exciting point guard. It'll be fun watching him play tonight. That is the head coach, but it's not Vitaly Cherny. The head coach is Yevgen Mirzin. And there's Coach Zvezdan Mitrovic. He's really made a name for himself in the last couple of seasons in France. I mean, he was already a good coach, but coaching Monaco and getting them to the Basketball Champions League Final Four, leading them to honors in France, where, by the way, he coached Sergei Gladier, who plays for this Ukraine team. So Sergei Gladier will have a little insight, perhaps, to share with his team, perhaps about what to expect from Coach Mitrovic. But anybody that's been to this part of the world knows this is basketball country. I mean, Montenegro for so many years contributed players to great Yugoslavian teams, and they are a nation of that understands basketball, has a real passion for basketball, and I fully expect to see tonight this country come out and really play hard against the Ukraine team. And I'm curious to see how Merzin's team comes out after getting that big win at home against Spain. It's one thing to win in front of your own home crowd and to be up for that type of game, but you also have to get up for the games when maybe some of the opponents might not be quite as glitzy. So we shall see. We're about ready to tip things off. Just as a reminder, the top 3 teams in each of the 4 groups will qualify for the World Cup. And already we've had some teams from Europe qualify. The Czech Republic, the big surprise of all, really, they've qualified. Germany, they've qualified. What an incredible game Germany had yesterday in Greece. If you haven't seen it, you need to go back and look at it. Find the video online and watch it. You can go to livebasketball.tv. Now, Alex Lynn not being allowed to start. So, anyway, welcome, folks. This is it. This is Montenegro taking on Ukraine. Montenegro winning the opening tip and attacking the basket to the left. And, well, no surprise there. They go inside to big Bojan Dubjevic. Now three-pointer from Svi Mihajlik. Well, actually, I think he was on the line, but it doesn't matter. So the Czech Republic, Germany, and Greece have all qualified for the World Cup. Here's Dubjevic. He's got great range. And Svi Mihajlik short on that one as well. You know, the story with Svi Mihajlik, great youth team player for Ukraine, played for the senior team at the 2014 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Now, that was when Mike Fratello was coaching. He brought him into the team. He didn't play that much, but he, you know, he was there. He did. I mean, he got some minutes. And then he joined Kansas. He didn't play that much with Kansas in the NCAA his first season, but eventually blossomed. And, you know, coming off a strong year with the Jayhawks, he's been drafted in the NBA by the Lakers. So good luck to him as he embarks on that career. And he certainly has a lot of game from what he showed us the other night. So Lynn in the lineup now, guarding Dubjevic. You want to see the quality of Dubjevic. It's going to be interesting to see him going up against Lynn, a player that's been in the NBA for several seasons with Phoenix. Now he's going to be with Atlanta. And Radovic short to get the ball back. And Dubjevic is able to throw it up while falling down, but I think it's going to be Ukraine ball. And Lynn puts it up, and it rattles out. Here's Dubjevic again. In front of the rim, Ukraine. Remember, they beat Spain. They handed them their first defeat. Now Jeter. Now Lynn. Oh, the big fella driven between his legs. Zaitsev with a little runner, puts it up and in. And a foul out on the perimeter. See that? So foul on Jeter. Here's Dubjevic, gets pushed by Lynn. Jump shot. Another chance. And right now, Montenegro kind of controlling tempo and just the rhythm of the game. Ivanovic gets bumped. So Jetter's going to come out. Doesn't look entirely happy, does he? Ivanovic makes the first and the second. Great atmosphere here in Nikšić. Oh, what a beautiful drive, but Zvi didn't finish. Nevertheless, as in the baseline, I think somebody got a piece of that. And then Lynn puts it up, and Ukraine determined to get something down low. Oh, look at Zvi Mihajlic get to the rim. He is impressive, folks. Ivanovic drills the three. Alexander Lipovy in the game now, number 11. And Mihajlic, or excuse me, yeah, that was Mihajlic, sorry, Zvi Mihajlic scoring again. He's got 4 points. Looks like he's on his way to another big night. Len gets the swat. This is my house, he says. And don't do it here. And Zaitsev hustled down, took the easy feed. He's really interesting player, Zaitsev. Big guy. When he's on his game, he's really tough, but he has some off nights. He's got 4 points tonight. He got a lot of minutes under the old regime for Tello. Alexander Lipovy gets the foul called on him. Ivanovic again at the line and making the first one. It's all about controlling tempo, you feel, for Montenegro. If you're going to dictate tempo, then this is already an advantage for you. But as we've seen, Ukraine have a couple players that can break it down, specifically Zvi Mihajlic. And also Jeter, but Jetter's out of the game. Dubjevic, little jump hook. We'll go to Sekulic in the game as well for Montenegro, number 9. And that foul's on Petar Popovic. Oh, beautiful pass, Zaitsev. Lynn didn't catch it clean. They got to put it up. Oh, and it almost goes in from Koniev. Front and back of the rim, and then came out. Ivanovic bounce pass to Dubjevic. And now Lynn hit with his second foul. Dubjevic makes the first. Alexa Popovic is now in the game, number 10 for Montenegro. Dubjevic makes that one as well, and so far so good for Montenegro. So Dubjevic is going to go catch a breather, and interesting to see how they fare when he's not on the court. Filip Barovic in the game, number 15, coming in for Dubjevic, as well as Slava Kravtsov has come in for Lynn. There's Kravtsov. He is fouled. Finding it very difficult right now, Ukraine. You're in hostile territory. Second one is good. Popovic gets inside. And nice, strong move. The man that has come in, Barovic, come in for Dubjevic. Sofia Mihajlic got to the rim, but missed it. Got a real quick first step, Mihajlic, doesn't he? Three-point attempt from Ivanovic. And now Popovic has it up high. And now foul called on that man right there trying to post up. Barovic flailing his arms just that little bit too much. Sergei Gladier in the game. He picks it up, gets it over to Lipovi. Shot clock down to 5. Gladier, you can't leave him open. They live to tell the tale. But there for the offensive rebound was Lipovi, and Ukraine will maintain possession. Sergei Gladier banks it in. Popovic drives in. Sofia Mihajlic. And boy, how in the world did Ukraine not score from that position? That was Bobrov. Here's Ivanovic. Popovic steps back. Ivanovic for three. Popovic gets it back. Well, you get rebounds, you can control the games. Ivanovic drives in, banks it in, knots it at 13. Kravtsov fights his way down low, denied. Now Ivanovic coming up on the 1 minute mark. Ivanovic misses that one. It's been a focal point so far here for this Montenegro team, and it's important that Berevic gives good minutes and allows Dubijevic to rest up over there on the sidelines. Montenegro up by 5. Just 11 first quarter points so far for Ukraine. Gladier gets inside and draws the foul. Berevic bending over, resting up as Gladier goes to the line. Just as pure a shooter as you'll find, Sergei Gladier. He's got the reputation. If he sees the ball go in the basket, you can forget about it. He's going to make everything. Shot no good. And now Gladier has it, and Ukraine with a chance to tie it with a 3 or pull to within 1. Bobrov battling down low with Berevic. He comes up high. Kravtsov has it. Interesting, Kravtsov and Dubijevic used to be teammates at Valencia Basket, in fact. Here we go. And Berevic got the rebound, put it up, but wasn't successful. It's 16-13, though. Montenegro on top at the end of 1. Europe, just the good games, the great games just keep coming fast and furious. Now in this one, if you look at the stats, not a great shooting night for Montenegro inside the arc, but what they're doing is they're getting to the line, especially Ivanovic, and he's hit 7, or they've hit 7 of 8 free throws. So that has helped. Almost half of their points have been scored at the free throw line. But great games all the way around. Lithuania and the Netherlands in double overtime. I mean, Spain taking on Lithuania, Slovenia giving Turkey a hard time. And obviously tonight, Poland and Croatia will play the last game of the European qualifiers. Italy beat Hungary in a really close one today, 69-63. Here's Lipovi as Ukraine start nice here at the start of the second quarter. They've got several guys, maybe not consistent enough, but several guys that can make that shot. Popovich gets inside, gets blocked by Kravtsov. Kravtsov spent some time in the NBA, shall we say. Here he is. Lipivy gives it back to him. Shot is good for Big Slava, and Ukraine have taken the lead. Foul called on Ukraine for the reach. Onion Karapich. Here he is. Drive and the foul. There's the up and down fan section. Here, Montenegro makes such a difference. And great, you hear the roar of applause with that basket. Makes it exciting for the other fans as well as for the players. And of course, that's what these World Cup qualifiers are doing. They're giving the fans a chance to see their national team in action more frequently. Now inside it goes, and shot clock violation. Shaking and baking. Karapich puts it up. Onion Karapich. Kravtsov gets the rebound and scores with the putback. Karapich, 20 years of age. Also, Kalajic, unfortunately not able to play for Montenegro now, but he played at the Under-17 World Cup earlier this summer and was at the Basketball Without Borders camp run by FIBA and the NBA, and got injured. So he's out of action for a while, but he's another exciting young talent. Jovan Kalajic of Montenegro. Alley-oop read by Berovic, but then swooping in was Ukraine's number 12. Look at this. Volodymyr Heron. And he was blocked but fouled. So Ivanovic back. Lin back. Dubievich back. That foul was on Dubievich. There's Kraftsov, takes a seat. It's quite a formidable front line, isn't it, if they have both Lin and Kraftsov out there at the same time. Harry makes the second free throw. So it's a 1-point lead for Ukraine. See the free throw disparity there. 9 of 10 for Montenegro. Always an important stat to keep an eye on. Bounce pass to Dubievich. Turns, puts it up. Lin with the rebound. Gladier for three. Good! Only the good shooters get the love from the rim, and Sergi Gladier is about as good as they come. He knocks that one in, and Montenegro called timeout.
Ajde da ubrzamo kretnju, znate kako se otvara. Korak i ne užiš. Dobre ubrzanje. Jedan se vrti u punom sprintu, pa ako prate preko ne mora pas, nego zavrti jedan, drugi, pa na kraju dobar pik na strani. A daj malo, znate kako se...
Danger time for Montenegro, as they've been kind of, as we said, dictating tempo and everything, but their shooting hasn't been good. Look at that. 40% for Ukraine from deep. Well, they've hit one more three. That's not that huge of a stat, but from field goal percentage-wise, inside the arc, Ukraine with 4 more makes. Look at the Ukraine fans coming to support the team tonight. Just a 15-hour drive or more. Maybe they flew. Probably the more likely scenario. Ivanovic for three. Good! He cuts that deficit to just 1 point. Lin. Oh, he goes up and gets his first dunk of the game. Big, bad Alexei Lin. Ivanovic shaking and baking. Almost took it out of the oven too soon, but they get it back. Now the turnover into the hands of Gladier. He looks up the court. Then his pass batted into the hands of Dubievich. Dubievich for three. Good! Another one! We're tied at 26. Well, it's going to fall eventually for Dubievich. He's too good of a shooter. Bam! Here it is again. He knows it's in. You saw that. He just started turning around and running the other way. So Mersin has no option but to call timeout. Well, elsewhere Lithuania have taken a 95-92 lead with 4 seconds left in the second overtime at home to the Netherlands at the Siemens Arena after a Mantas Kalnietis three-pointer. The great ones always show up to make big plays. This was Dubjevic. He just felt it. Another pass into Svi Mihajlik, who's back in the game. Boy, he was, I don't know if he was going for the basket, but his Berovic was impeding his progress. Watch this. It wasn't clear, was it? Something doesn't seem right with Pujetter. Three-point attempt, good, from Svi Mihajlik. Well, basically, folks, he's picked right up where he left off when he led Ukraine past Spain the other night. He's 3 of 8 from the floor. He's got 7 points. Now Dubjevic. And Dubjevic in Montenegro. Dubjevic passed to Ivanovic, and he ripped the cords. Lipovi, though, drives into the lane. The game, the pace beginning to quicken. Dubjevic for 3. Harron with the rebound. Now the ball goes inside to Lin. He turns, oh, he goes up! He throws it down, guarded by Dubjevic. Look at this. Great footwork from Lin. Svi Mihajlik just having a word with the ref, just trying to clear something up here. Tell me what you got, ref. Lithuania have won it, folks, 95-93 after 2 overtimes over the Netherlands. These qualifiers are amazingly close. Had some close ones this week. Talking about Greece beating Georgia to death. Germany with their amazing win over Israel. Now Lin gets the rebound, starts to go. He's got numbers on the break. Lin slams it again, and this is turning into a Lin dunk fest. All 6 of his points coming from slams.
Aleksa, Suha. Ej, znate li šta je ovo? Centralni pik, čekamo da ubaci trojku. Razvrti igru, ona je bila dobra, zavrti jedan, zavrti do kraja pa napravi dubinu. Ne daj kontru, bre, imamo bonus faul, ovo ne zbuša, može ko da priđe ko čovjek da napravi faul. Aleksa, Suha je zamljen. Ajmo, izguraj blokadu, ajmo sad ovaj, gledaj, jedan zavrti, jak unutra, dobar pik stranu.
There's Ivanovic with the 16 points leading the way for Montenegro.
A kad te probija majstore, daju zaustavi to, jebo. A nema, jebo, pusti.
Boy, it's great seeing Lin come out and play for this Ukraine team, as well as Svi Mihajlik. I like it when coaches allow the players to step in there and give their 2 cents worth. Look at Lin. Lynn says, everybody just jump on my back. We're getting ready for takeoff. Bounce pass to Dubjevic. Oh, what a move from Dubjevic. Dubjevic just says, I got more where this is coming from right here. Just get me the ball. He likes the challenge of facing Lynn. Now foul called. And Latvia have also clawed back a pretty big deficit against Spain and trail by 1 with 23 seconds left. Look at this. Now Ivanovic has it in the open floor. And Dubjevic again. Big, bad Bojan Dubjevic strikes from downtown once again for Montenegro. He's got 12 points. That is his second three-pointer. And Blakoda Sekulic whistled for the foul on Lynn. And Lynn misses with his first one. I'll tell you, it was so crucial, Mitrovic getting that timeout to settle things down with Lynn starting to get into the flow of the game. And also to get Dubjevic to make sure he got touches at that end of the floor, because you need to go to your best in those difficult moments. Ivanovic. Three-pointer from Dubjevic. Another one! El Capitan Bojan Dubjevic carrying this team right now. 37-36, and Dubjevic has 15 points. Lipovi, his pass gets away from Heron, goes out of bounds with 1.5 minutes to go. Now Heron knocks it away from behind. Lipovi up ahead on the break, goes in for the dunk, and Ukraine back in front. Dubjevic again, count it! He's on fire! Goodness gracious! He is carrying Ukraine, he is carrying Montenegro right now like never before. And he's doing it with his three-point shooting. Well, Bojan Dubjevic, a scintillating performance from him, 18 points. And we've still got time in the first half. Talk about a two-man wrecking crew. Nikola Ivanovic also with 16 points. So that two have scored 34 of Montenegro's 40 points. Spain have edged Latvia 85-82. Another close finish in the qualifiers. Boy, that could have set them wobbling if they'd lost 2 in a row. Look at Dubjevic. He is an absolute star. So much attention paid to Svi Mihajlovic and Alex Lind coming out to play for Ukraine, but Dubjevic is a star in his own right. And you have to be impressed as well by Ivanovic, how he's come out and provided ball handling, scoring. In these qualifiers, you see the emergence of some players, and Ivanovic has taken advantage of the opportunity. Heron goes baseline, and he was fouled. Radovic. He got a lot of ball, but I think they also, there was a lot of body as he went baseline. Igor Zaitsev comes back into the game. Here's Heron. Koniev looking on. But Heron only makes 1 of 2. 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's as good as we expected, if not better. Popovic drives in and scores with a layup. Nobody met him. Well, I'll tell you why they didn't meet him, because Slava Kravtsov is on the bench, and so is Alex Lind. So he's just going to take it all the way. Also, Dubjevic out of the game, so he doesn't pick up another foul. Now the pass to Heron. So Heron back at the free throw line and misses the first one. Makes the second. Got to work on that part of his game, really. Three of 6 at the stripe tonight. And Ukraine are 7 of 13. Final seconds! Incredible! Ivanovic throws it in from a long way out. This Montenegro team looks possessed tonight. Incredible. Look at the crowd, they can't believe it. Just beyond midcourt, ain't nothing but a thing, he says, and he drills it. Boy, they have absolutely killed Ukraine with their three-point shooting tonight. But this just takes it to another level. Ivanovic, follow through there, and it's good. Here it is again. Something tells me we're going to see this shot a lot tonight. And tomorrow, it's going to go viral. (45-40) Montenegro on top of Ukraine at halftime. Well, folks, we are about ready to start the third quarter here, and what a first half that was. That was about as good as it gets. The excitement level of watching outstanding players just take over games like Bojan Dubjevic and Nikola Ivanovic for Montenegro, and seeing some terrific plays from a whole cast of characters really from Ukraine. But just when they thought they were starting to get the wind in their sails, Dubjevic really kind of grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck for Montenegro, and then Ivanovic, of course, hitting that big three right before halftime. They both have 4 3-pointers. So welcome back. If you've just been to the kitchen to make yourself a nice hot sandwich, perhaps some popcorn, and to get a cold one, welcome back. And welcome back to the Dubjevic show. He's just been amazing. 20 points. That's now a game high. And Svi Mihailik launches one for Ukraine. I think his coach was telling him to pass the ball, swing it. He plays in America, and it's a different style over there. Clearly, I mean, this is a different style game here in Europe. Oh, the rejection. Not in my house, he says. Oh, and Lin just flies in for another dunk. 4 dunks, 8 points for Lin. Terrific block, by the way, by Lukashov on that play. And here's Lukashov on the break. And, oh, and Lin this time an alley-oop. And Ukraine did exceptionally well there. Looked like they were going to fumble the ball away. And they've now cut it back to 47-44. Well, pump fake. Karapic misses. Lukashov again. Alley-oop. Bobrov couldn't quite get there. And the fans loving it. And now comes Montenegro, and up ahead, Karapic. 49-44. Look at that. The man with the megaphone. You gotta love it. Mihailik. Boy, he is some kind of athlete. He's exciting. Runs into Sekulic. And nice drive, Koniev. And nice drive down the line, down the lane for Popovich as well. Five-point lead. Bobrov puts it on the deck, gets it back to Lukashov. Remember, you got to finish in the top 3 of the group to advance to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And while you look at the standings and you think that maybe, these teams in that lower 4 might not be destined for the World Cup. There's a lot of games left, including this one. You've got 4 more. Popovich drives in. Alley-oop and the dunk, the finish from Koniev. Boy, this Ukraine team is a team of high flyers. And the attempt off the back of the iron. Now Mihailik drives in. Svi misses, comes out of bounds to get the ball back. And the referee ruled that he was already in with both feet before he got the ball. So in the World Cup already, from Europe, you've got 4 teams. Greece, who had that incredible last-second win yesterday. Wasn't Nick Kalatis brilliant. Germany somehow snatched victory from the jaws of defeat at home to Israel. The Czech Republic, who won that incredible game against Russia the other night, and then won a very tough game at Bosnia and Herzegovina on Sunday. And now Lithuania, who have survived in a double overtime classic against the Netherlands. So those 4 are in. No teams from the Americas have qualified. No teams from Asia have qualified. Both Nigeria and wait a minute, I've had a brain blip here. Nigeria have qualified and Tunisia have qualified. Now the inbounds pass stolen by Kravtsov. Jeter back in the game, and he serves up an alley-oop assist. Great play by Heron as well. And Kravtsov also gets rewarded for running the floor. So Jeter must be okay now. And basket from Juricic takes it back up to a 53-50 lead. And now the drive, and the ball goes back over to Montenegro. Now, you can follow all the action. Go to worldcup.basketball. You can load the app in your phone, your smartphone, the FIBA Basketball World Cup app for all the stats, news, information. If you go to the worldcup.basketball, you can read all the good news and features, and also follow the live blog, which I highly recommend. Here's Dubjevic. And the foul on Kravtsov on Juricic. Now this game has all the makings of one that is also going to go down to the wire. This one's good. second one is good as well. It sure helps to make free throws. 4-4 on the night for him, and he has 6 points. Jeter flies in, loses control of the ball. Popovich has it. Lipovic, all the players trying to help out the referees with the calls. Come on, they have a hard enough time as it is. Dubjevic with a little jump hook. He just keeps playing at an elite level, folks. Bojan Dubjevic. Somebody's got to hit a big shot here for Ukraine. Koniev drives in and is fouled. Dubjevic has 22 points to lead all scores. So Swad Sevic with that foul, and Koniev goes to the line. And you know, when you're struggling and you're missing free throws, it is not a good sign. They're 7 of 14 at the free throw line tonight. Second one is good. Obviously a long way to go in this one. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And this is probably a good move, getting the veteran Gladier in the game. Popovich, guarded by Heron, and now Popovich is going to inbound it again. The drive, Jurisic misses. Heron, boy, that was a great rebound from Heron. Now Jeter, almost no sportsmanlike there. Jeter pulls back for three and hits it. 3-point deficit now for Ukraine. Look at this. Three-point shooting, that's their fourth. They've hit half as many as Montenegro. So Dubjevic steps up to the line and makes the first one. So fouls on Vladimir Heron. Takes his time, hits both of them. Well, we're talking about the numbers of Ukraine at the line. And it's a completely different story as Ivanovic comes back into the contest. And here's both he and Dubjevic hear the applause. Montenegro 13 of 14 at the free throw line. Ooh. Gladier almost dropped that ball out of bounds. Nice play, Ukraine. Oh! Would they have counted that? Oh no, they're going to say a charge on Lipovic. So offensive foul on Lipovic, and who drew it? None other than Nikola Ivanovic. Popovic. And Kravtsov called for the push. They're over the limit, and that is not good news with Montenegro hitting so many free throws. So the trend did not continue entirely. He only hit 1 of 2. Berovic. And Jeter penetrating, trying to drive and give it over to Zaitsev, and he was fouled. So Ukraine now go to the free throw line. That goes on Popovic. No, it was Karapic is who they called it. Second one is good. And the drive in. Popovic hits it again. Popovic hungry to get to the basket. Four points is the lead right now. Long way to go, 11 minutes. Here's Popovic from deep. Now come on, that's reserved for Ivanovic and Debjevic. Jeter. Berovic. Jurisic misses. Ukraine will hold it, or at least they'll try to hold it for the last shot. Gladier for 3. Off the back of the iron. Uh-oh. Oh, and he got the backboard. But that's how the third quarter finishes. Ivanovic not able to put in another one from beyond midcourt. Here's another look at that. Montenegro on top at the end of 3, 62 to 58, as you get one last look at that attempt from Ivanovic. Of that third quarter, it was a great third quarter, but Ukraine keeping their noses in front. Montenegro keeping their noses in front of Ukraine. Excuse me. So, fourth quarter underway here. I mean, I don't need to say it. It's a hugely important game for both teams. Both teams trying to boost their chances of getting to the World Cup. Got to really salute Montenegro, how they've come out and played tonight. They have been terrific. They are 3-4 in Group I. A game adrift of Ukraine, who are 4-3. If Ukraine win, they would move level with Latvia at 5-3. I think Latvia would still remain in third place. Well, he tripped, but was able to keep his balance, Ivanovic, and now he's got 21 points. Jeter pulls up. Popovich for three. Good! 9-point advantage for Montenegro.
Top scores Lynn, but neither of them are in the game right now.
Turning point of the game really for me is that first half, especially when Lynn got it going with his dunking, and Tobjevic came out of a timeout and hit a three-pointer, and it just energized the crowd, himself, his teammates, and they have been riding a wave of emotion since that time. But they've been playing good basketball as well. Lynn back in the game, makes the pass to Lipovi. And Lipovi did a good job getting to the rim, but then missed the shot. Ivanovic steps back for three, another! Boy, he's having the game of his life, folks. Nikola Ivanovic. 24 points. Lipovi drives again. Popovich up ahead. The dunk from Karapic. Or Popovich, excuse me. Look at the crowd, they're going nuts. 72-58. Gladier puts up a three, and he was fouled by Ivanovic. Well, I'll tell you what, you could tell how the people are loving these World Cup qualifiers. These fans are just going crazy in the stands. So that dunk was from Peter Popovich. Well, these Ukraine fans are like, come on, guys. Great play by Gladier to get to the line to take 3 free throws, but he only makes 2 of 3. Now Popovich drives, and they're going to count it. Boy, he's been the man here, hasn't he, late? He's played very well in this second half. He's got 11 points. This will be 12 if he makes this one. Koniev checks back in for Gladier. A 14-point lead for Montenegro. Now make it 15. And Svi Mihailik draws the foul as he attacks the basket. Jurisic picks up the personal. Well, 7.5 minutes is an eternity in basketball. But what Ukraine need to do is they need to start locking down on defense, and they just continue to miss their free throws. And there's FIBA was a little perhaps impatient. And look at his teammates go over to pick him up, Dubjevic. Great hustle from Dubjevic. It's their ball already. Oh, Dubjevic thought Ivanovic was breaking. They still got a little bit of time. Ivanovic, another three. That would have brought the house down if he'd made that one. And now the ball thrown out of bounds, and Ukraine have lost any semblance of composure here. I mean, Lynn is big, but he's not that big. He's not going to catch that. Petr Popovic again drives in, and Zaitsev comes down with an important rebound. Svi Mihajlovic. This is that. Not working for Svi right now. Three of 11 from the floor tonight. Here's Ivanovic. He's missed another one, but a long rebound, and then the pass inside. Ukraine fall asleep. They pass it to Dubjevic for an easy one. An alley-oop. Jeter goes in for layup to cut it back to 14. Don't go away, folks. Crazy things happen in these qualifiers. Probably a few twists and turns still to go in this one. Popovic, offensive foul. Good job by Svi Mihajlovic, drawing the charge. Well, very tired Jeter takes a seat. Lukashov back in the game. And Jurisic, another foul. So Montenegro have now committed 4 fouls. The only problem for Ukraine is they haven't shot their free throws well. Great pass, Lin. Finished by Koniev. Now it's back to a 12-point deficit. Jurisic saw beautiful footwork from Jurisic. Just took Igor Zaitsev to school. Look at this. Zaitsev puts up a 3 and nails it. 79-68. Midway through this fourth quarter, and Montenegro are looking good, but a lot can happen in a very short space of time. And Zvezdan Mitrovic just wants to get his players' attention here.
Igraju sad agresivnije malo, jače taj faul uđe u faul i to slobodno. Ako otvori prodor, ne mora prvi sekund.
26 for Dubjevic, 24 Ivanovic, 12 for Popovic, and Jurisic has 8.
Normalan napad, dobar pik na klubu.
Борт 6. 4 хендов. Уходит в угол. Спасский экшен. Спасский экшен. Хороший заслонный хенуку. Пятому ленту. Ты Роля, ты выходишь на ленту. Ребят, я к защите, у нас 2 фола. Аккуратно. Давай. Не опускать руки, давай.
See Montenegro, how they approach this last 4.5 minutes. Oh, beautiful. Well, Petar Popovic, that's how he approaches it. He scores a little runner. 6 points for him. He's got some springs, doesn't he? Lukashov gets in and gets it right back. Now he gets up to play defense. Lukashov on Ivanovic now. Ivanovic takes some time off the clock, puts it high off the glass. Koniev with a rebound. Hands it off to Zaitsev. Lin, here he goes, and missed the alley-oop dunk. I'm not sure the pass was there, but it looked perhaps the timing wasn't quite right. Well, I think it's probably one that Lin will say that he should have had. Look at this. He just threw it off the back of the rim. And you can see the instructions from Mitrovic is to take some time off the clock, to be sure you take about 10 seconds off before you get in motion. Shot clock winding down. Petar Popovic again. And Popovic is able to get the ball back and hand it off to Ivanovic for a new 14. Now Ivanovic with a runner. And then Dubjevic is pushed over by Igor Zaitsev. And I think it looked like Dubjevic made sure he was going to get that call with the way he went down in the manner that he did. Not looking good for Ukraine right now if Montenegro score here. If they can get a stop and go down and score quickly, then maybe. Jurcic. Dubjevic rather puts it up and misses. Now Svi Mihailik. Important trip. Almost lost. Oh, it goes behind the back twice. And then Zaitsev just takes the ball away and then loses it. That was a crazy sequence. He just dribbled it off his foot. They've only committed 12 turnovers. I mean, that's a manageable stat. Just 7 for Montenegro. Popovic and Koniev on the break. He's going to go all the way for the dunk. He dunks his team back into single digits, the deficit. Prepare for takeoff, he says. Now Ivanovic has it. And a foul on Lukashov. So Ivanovic will go to the free throw line. And on tonight's evidence, this is not good for Ukraine. And the first one is indeed good. So back to a 10-point game. I think it's safe to say that Ivanovic has had the game of his life tonight. I mean, he has been in the stratosphere, and we've seen Dubjevic have big games before. But it must be heartening for the Montenegro faithful to see Ivanovic come out and explode the way that he has. And that time, Lin made sure that was going down. Gets it back to 9. Clock is the enemy. The drive and the miss, but then Lynn can't bring it in. It goes off of him and out of bounds with 1:32 to go. Karapic coming back into the game. In the first round against Slovenia, Ivanovic had 19 points. So that was his previous high coming into this game. And he's shooting 37% from three-point range. Here's Mihailik. He's going to go down and dunk it. Now it's 83-76. And Mitrovic again calls timeout. I think that qualifies as a dunk, don't you?
Zakucajmo blok u leđa, jel? Pa ako možeš da primiš, jel tako?
26 for Dubjevic and 8. Not a bad night's work for the adopted Valencian.
Dobijemo loptu. Stojimo u centru.
Стараемся перехватить мяч. Направление сюда и трэп. Играем с риском.
13-7 for Lynn.
Без голов, без всего. Агрессивно играем здесь трэп.
Well, Dubjevic was already drafted
То есть мяч идет сразу.
in the NBA. Hasn't gone over.
Рискуем, понятно?
And you just wonder, like, if scouts might be watching this game, what their thoughts might be. Would have to play as a 4 probably over there. His athleticism is different to that of Lynn's, but you could see he can do a lot of things well. Jurcic was trapped, and it looks like they've caught a foul. So I think Montenegro might have caught a break on that one because it looked like Ukraine had him pretty well covered. Look at this. Well, there was some hand checking going. Well, they get it inside to Jurcic, and he scores. Double check, see what that call was, in fact. I'm not sure what that was when they had him trapped and they let him go.
Скорость. Обыгрываем один. Здесь четвертый. Идет обыгрыш.
15 points for Lynn, 10 Mihailik, 9 for Zaitsev, 9 for Glavier. I'll tell you the stat right about now. We talked about this earlier, but the stat that really hurts Ukraine is what they've shot at the free throw line. 59%, 13 of 22. And right now, they are down by 9 points. So they've missed 9 free throws, and they're losing by 9. Now, you know, chances are you're not going to make them all, but I mean, if you make half of those, say you make 4, then you're down 85-80. It's a totally different ball game. Or 5, 85-81. But as it is, they've missed 9 free throws, and they're trailing by 9. Boy, Svi Mihailik showing good strength there. Mitrovic all smiles over on the bench there. Mihailik makes both. So now 85-78. Ukraine will be looking to get a steal, some type of turnover. if they can. Montenegro more than happy to take time off the clock right now. You don't want to foul late. Oh, I don't think you want to foul that late. Zaitsev goes up and fouls Popovic. And I'm not sure that was what Mirzin was hoping for. Kapic comes out. Great experience for him. Well, you know, making free throws at this time of the game is a little bit different than making them earlier. So let's see. Still with a 7-point lead. He just goes up and nails it. They have made their free throws tonight. That's all you can say. 18 of 20, 90%. Are you kidding me? Oh, he missed one of them. Should be 86-78. The score, there it is. Ukraine again going to talk here. I don't think they have to go for the three yet, but maybe if they have the three, they will go for it.
Сейчас что играет? 1-4. Владырь выносит мяч. 2-5.
Assists for Ukraine. Well, looking at these two teams, what their next games are going to be coming up. You see Montenegro and their assist numbers. So the next window will be in November. And in November, Montenegro will play at Latvia on November 29th. And Ukraine will be at home to Slovenia on November 29th. And then on December, the next game, Ukraine will be at Spain on December 2nd, Sunday. And Montenegro will be at home here in Montenegro against Turkey. So inbound the ball quickly to Zaitsev. Mihailik puts it up for three. He hits it. 86-81. Don't go away, folks. I told you crazy things happen in these qualifiers. Now, Lynn gets up. Montenegro have to get it across midcourt. And Lynn fouls Ivanovic. Watch this. Ooh, did he get an unsportsmanlike? Because I think he may have. Oh, well, that's a understandable call, but it's nevertheless a difficult call, and it really is getting to the point where you really have to make sure you are going for the ball. Well, that was a call certainly that Mitrovic will like. And good rebound from Gladier. Now Svi Mihailik. Gladier open. Good! They've got ice running through their veins, folks. It's 88-84. Don't go away. Time and time again, you have to prove that you can close games. It doesn't matter how well you've been playing. In these moments, anything can happen. And we've seen an unparalleled focus by Ukraine here in the last 30 seconds to get a couple of threes. And Ivanovic just continues to do one thing, and that is produce for Montenegro. The second one is good as well, and his legend grows, folks. Look at that, 30 points for him. It's a two-possession game. Jeter takes the three, short, and that probably has just done it. Montenegro had to come home and get a win tonight to really keep their hopes alive. And they have beaten the Ukraine team that had Alex Lynn and Svi Mihajlik, one of the most famous wins really in Montenegro history, you have to say, here in front of the home crowd. Nikola Ivanovic and Bojan Dobjevic have just been utterly sensational, but they have also been well supported by a cast of players tonight that had one thing in mind and one thing only, and that was to get a win. And they've done it, 90-84, Montenegro over Ukraine. Well, Montenegro's players getting a chance to come home and play in front of their compatriots. You know that Dobjevic loves it when he puts on the Montenegro jersey. He was elated to be here, and it showed in his performance. Montenegro, those 10 threes, he only had 2, I think, in the second half, but that was enough. Ukraine started hitting some, but it's too little too late. And you go back to the missed free throws for Ukraine. They just missed too many. When you miss that many, it puts you in a bind late in games. So it'll be a long trip back to Ukraine, I think, for the majority of those players. And obviously players from both of these teams will be joining their clubs. Here are the leaders. Ivanovic had the 30 points. Mihajlik, Svi Mihajlik, well, he had a good couple of windows. Didn't shoot as well tonight as he did against Spain. And from a defensive standpoint, Karapic had 2 steals. The youngster, the 20-year-old, coming off the bench from Montenegro. And in terms of the overall leaders, Dobjevic with the 26 points, Popovic with 12, Lynn had 13, and Gladier 12 in support of Svi Mihajlik. But you can see the scenes of the patriotism and the people getting to come here to root for their country. It's so important. This new system competition, these are scenes that you see all over the world, but especially here in Montenegro, the strong sense of national identity here. Remember, they only started playing together. I think it was they were recognized at the 2006 FIBA Basketball World Cup in Japan as having their own federation and welcomed into the FIBA family. They were playing with Serbia, Montenegro, and before that as part of Yugoslavia. So all very important. Well done for Montenegro. They lost a tough game the other night, but they've come back and they've won tonight. And so they have improved to 4-4. Ukraine have dropped to 4-4. Montenegro, I think by virtue of that win, you could probably say they've leapfrogged Ukraine into 4th place. And Ukraine missed an opportunity. And with Turkey winning tonight, most likely, they will jump up to 6-2 if that indeed is what ends up happening. In fact, Turkey have won. So Turkey solidifying their place tonight in the group, as well as Spain. Spain winning over Latvia in a thriller, 85-82. Well, if you haven't gotten enough of the European qualifiers, there's still another one going on right now. It's Croatia fighting for their World Cup lives. Midway through the 3rd quarter, they're up on Poland, but not by much. And Poland also fighting for their World Cup lives. And then there will be some more games coming from the Americas tonight. Well, Lynn, you came over, you tasted victory against Spain, but you suffered defeat in Montenegro, and that is life in international basketball. No 2 games are alike, and the home crowd tonight was huge for Montenegro. So they beat a very talented Ukraine team. Ukraine team that just was second best. And when they look back at the free throw numbers tonight, they're going to know that was one area where they could have been better. So these players will be looking forward to going home to a good home-cooked meal tonight. Well, maybe to the restaurant or the hotel. Just like some of us, in fact. And it's, as you see, again, some more highlights. Because these pictures are so good, we want to bring them to you. You have to understand what the atmosphere was like tonight in Nikšić. It was electric for Montenegro. And Mitrovic as well. And that's it, folks. Remember, here are the standings. So Spain up top 7-1, followed by Turkey, who have won 6-2. Latvia now third at 5-3. You need to be in that top 3 to qualify for the World Cup. Montenegro and Ukraine just a game behind Latvia. And Slovenia, their woes continue. They are 2-6 at the bottom. A lot of basketball still to be played for all of these teams over the two more windows. None of them have qualified yet. So be sure to keep up with all the news and information on worldcup.basketball, or as we've said, load the World Cup, the FIBA Basketball World Cup app into your smartphone. So Montenegro win it one last time here in Nikšić. Thanks for watching.